On the 19th of January 1952, the PGA approves participation of black golfers. On the 19th of January 1952, Professional Golfers Association President Horton Smith announced that a seven-man committee almost unanimously voted to allow black golfers to compete in PGA co-sponsored events. With the announcement, Smith hoped that black golfers participate in the next two events, the Phoenix Open and the Tucson Open. I shall feel our efforts here will have gone for little if the plan doesn't work out in the next two events, he said. The push for inclusion into a sport dominated by white players and rich white players came after pressure from former boxing champion Joe Louis, a talented amateur golfer himself. At the San Diego Open on the 17th of January 1952, so no video about that, Louis competed in the PGA sanctioned event as an invited amateur. As an amateur golfer, Louis wasn't governed by the PGA rules, but professional Bill Sipler, a black golfer, was denied entry into the tournament because of said rules. In response, Louis criticized the PGA, telling the New York Times, "I want people to know what the PGA is. We got another Hitler to get by." Louis told the Los Angeles Sentinel, "This is the last major sport in America in which Negroes are barred." The pressure from Louis' work, and Louis Sipler, Ted Rose, and Ernell Clark will go on to break the PGA's color barrier at the Phoenix Open in, 1952. Also, they will break some records as well. But it would take years for the sport to approach full integration. In 1961, Charles Sifford became the first black golfer to earn a PGA Tour card. He won the 1967 Greater Hartford Open Invitational and the 1969 Nice Los Angeles Open. In 1975, Lee Elder became the first black golfer to compete in the Masters, considered the sport's most prestigious tournament, at the famed Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta. The club didn't have a black member until 1990 with businessman Ron Townsend, or female member until 2012, and get this, until 2012, a female wasn't admitted into the PGA thing, right? And guess who it was? Was it a businesswoman, a movie star? I don't know, maybe a low-level government official? Or could it have been the former Secretary of State up until 2 years ago? No, she was during Bush, so 9, 10, no more than 3-4 years ago. The Secretary of State, former Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice. You heard me right. The girl that Gaddafi tried to raise up, the former Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice, was admitted into a sports club in 2012. But it would not have been possible without Joe Louis making a fuss, and a argumentatively great fuss about that, on the 19th of January 1952, as the PGA allows black golfers to say for the first time on a PGA sponsored event.